taken it. And that's not a superpower. That's a lose your soul to the devil power. I should know. I go to a Catholic school, and I'm telling you, invisibility equals eternal damnation. You can take it to the bank. Reading minds? That one blows from the word go. Listening to the crap going through the minds of all the idiots at my school all day? No thanks. Throwing balls of fire, time travel, nunchuck skills, blah blah blah. I've worked my way through every superpower there is and found them all wanting for one reason or another. The truth is that every power, no matter how amazing, is loaded with trouble of the worst kind. It would have been nice if someone had let me in on the joke 13 days ago. Things could have been a lot easier for me. This is how it went down, or at least how I remember it. I don't have a superhuman memory, but I can tell you this much for sure. I killed a guy. Maybe 2. Possibly 3. I have one power. Not 2 or 3 or 4. Just one. I met a girl, and she changed everything. "13 days to midnight. 8:12 a.m., Monday, October 8th. I arrived in the parking lot full of cars after the morning bell on purpose, just in case I changed my mind and wanted to cut school after all. It felt like all the blood had been drained out of the world while I was away. The sky was overcast and heavy. Around here, clouds can take in water for weeks on end, then drizzle for 25 or 30 days in a row, slowly delivering back what they've stolen. Looking up, I had the feeling we were in for a long month of misty rain. 10 out of 10 cars in the Holy Cross parking lot were crap for a simple reason. Holy Cross was a dying school. Enrollments had been in free fall for years, and they'd dwindled to 137 souls and 4 grades by the time I got there as a gangly, foul-mouthed sophomore. I've since cleaned up my language, mainly because it bothered Mr. Fielding so much, but I still remember the gorgeous sound of a well-placed F-word rolling off my tongue. 2 years ago, they finished building South Ridge High, a brand-new 1,300-student public high school with state-of-the-art everything. Its high-tech and pristine athletic facilities are housed a mere mile down the road. When that place fired up its lights for the first time, most of the best athletes, brainiacs, and teachers took off. What was left were kids with parents who'd gone to Holy Cross before them in the 80s, back when 300 kids packed the halls between classes. Just so we're clear from the beginning, me and my friends hate Southridge High, especially the defectors who used to be Holy Crossers. We're a wad of chewing gum on the heel of mighty Southridge, and they never let us forget it. As I stared at the clunkers in the parking lot and felt the oppressively low clouds closing in, school was the last place I felt like spending the day, especially given all that had happened. I was just about to turn around and head for the 7-Eleven when I was spotted by Miss Pines, a mostly pretty, often tired-looking fiction writer who taught second-period English and was eternally late for every class. "Jacob Fielding, nice to have you back," said Miss Pines, flipping shut her cell phone as she kicked her car door shut. Miss Pines, the only black teacher at our school, almost always wore yellow, and today was no exception. "I was so sorry to hear about Mr. Fielding," she continued. She was one of the strictest teachers at Holy Cross, but she could be nice when the situation called for it. Miss Pines looked at me sort of sideways, a habit she had that always preceded a question. "How you holding up?" "Better than this place," I said, only half joking. "How about you?" "I'm fine. Late as usual, but fine. I got that trait from my mom. She was tardy for everything. Church, work, dinner on the table. You know, I didn't show up on time for school but 3 times my whole freshman year. I blame her for all my problems." "Good thing I don't have that difficulty," I said. "The mom thing, I mean." "Maybe so," said Miss Pines, nodding thoughtfully as if she really might think this was true. She tilted her head again.